Hey, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Well, it's been a while since I did a makeup video, so I'm going to go ahead and do one right now. But unfortunately, before I get into doing the makeup, before I, slap my face on, I had an issue with my YSL package. After hours of talking to the YSL company in the message section, they tried to tell me that my payment was unsuccessful when clearly my payment was successful because the payment actually went through. And I tried to explain this to them. But unfortunately, they did not listen. I kept sending screenshots. They totally ignored the screenshots I was sending them. Even through email, they ignored all the screenshots I sent them. And they tried to tell me my payment was unsuccessful. Until I just recently found out that the YSL company had cancelled my order, which to me says a lot about the company. That they're not very truthful, okay? Reliable is what I'm trying to say. So after trying to get them to admit to them cancelling my order, they did not want to admit to it. They just kept saying my payment was unsuccessful. Oh my god, it is so annoying when a company cancels someone's order on purpose. And yes, I'm going to say this because, that's my belief. They did this on purpose. Because I had to ask them about a product that wasn't shipped out with my package once before, and they tried to tell me that they were sold out when they weren't. So it's not the first time the YSL company had lied to me. So this is actually the second time now they've lied. So I won't be getting YSL. Like, I will still get YSL stuff, just not at this very moment. I'm so annoyed that they felt the need to lie to me. I do not tolerate lies, okay? If you work with YSL and you're watching my YouTube channel, well, this message is for you. Stop lying. Tell them to stop lying, okay? I do not appreciate having my order cancelled. Okay, I tried to tell them so many times. Okay, it's not fair to the customer. Okay, customer makes a purchase. They should actually receive the order, right? Now, it's the customer's choice to cancel the order, not the person that's taking the orders. I personally did not cancel no order. They did that on their own. On first contact, she said to me, I get my YSL order. On very first contact, that's what she said to me, that I'd still get my YSL order and that their system is down, that there's a glitch. So I am so not happy. because now I'm not getting my products. It does not mean that I won't be buying YSL, because I still buy YSL products. I'm thinking about going to Sephora, buying from them because they do YSL. Very limited though, but that's okay. The Chemist, I know the Chemist does YSL, but they're mainly perfumes. So I'll probably go there for the perfumes. I think there's a Chemist somewhere in New South Wales where I can actually go and buy YSL makeup, and have it shipped to Tasmania. I have no idea because I've not ordered from that chemist before, so I have no idea what they're like with shipping and stuff. I've ordered from Dick Smith. I've had my YSL perfume get delivered within about 2 to 3 weeks from them. I was actually quite surprised how fast the shipment was. Dick Smith used to be a electronical company. Now they just sell pretty much everything, like from beauty products, electricals. I've even witnessed them doing like food stuff. So definitely not like what it used to be when I was a kid. I'm not sure about the toys and whatnot. I think they actually did that when I was a kid too, but I don't think that's a new thing. But yep, that's my little rant for this video. So I'm so annoyed. I'm gonna get into doing this makeup video before it gets too late, by the way. Yes, I actually did have a shower, by the way. And no, I'm not using my hairdryer to blow dry my hair, only for the simple fact that it's hot and I like to keep my neck nice and cool as possible. So I've already washed my face, so I'm going to go ahead and try this number 7. I've not tried number 7 before. This is obviously a new product. It looks like it's made over in the UK. So I'm going to give this number 7 a go, since I've not tried it before. I wonder if they actually do makeup products. If they do, I'll try that. So this, what I'm using is a repair serum, okay, which can be used morning, evening, and night, basically. So it says on container. And this is probably good for me too, because my face has been sunburnt quite a fair bit. So make sure that's rubbed in. Alright. Yeah, so For best results, it says to use morning and evening after cleansing. Apply to neck and face. And you can use it with day or night cream. So I don't need to do it on my neck. My neck's fine. It's just my face. So this Repair and New Stuff targets visible signs of skin damage. So as I explained this in one of my videos, the sun's UV is the number one cause of premature skin aging and can lead to visible signs of skin damage. And like I said, my face has been sunburnt badly multiple times now, so this would actually be good and would actually be the perfect time for me to use. I have been using a lot of face creams, face serums. I've been using face masks. Okay. Only for the simple fact that I have been sunburnt and I need to retain that healthy skin look. As a makeup artist would say, you need to, maintain that healthy skin look. Not all makeup artists say that, but oh god. Is there anything in this? Huh, there we go. Oh jeez. Having a hard time getting all this stuff out. Yeah, it's on my thumb. It's okay. Oh god, that stinks. Yeah, that definitely stinks. The smell is not pleasant. Nope. And I've had nice smelling face creams before, so that's saying something. It smells very, I don't know, it smells like hair dye. That's how I'm going to put it. It smells like hair dye. But it's not, it's face cream. Neck and face cream. Okay, that's done. I'll find something to wipe that down with later. Because I'm pretty sure there's still some left in there. Alright, so I've done that. Here I am going to use Nude by Nature. Now, I have used Nude by Nature before, and like I said, I love Nude by Nature. Even though I can afford YSL, but it's the same, or well, not really the same price, but Nude by Nature is actually expensive still, but YSL is dearer. While I can afford both, I just can't afford for both together. It has to be one or the other. And it can be whenever I I'm able to afford one or the other. I know I said I prefer YSL over any other brand, but the truth is I used to love Nude by Nature and I still do. Only because it's perfect for my skin tone. The stuff blends in well. At the moment, these are just travel sized, which I'm using. I'm not wearing my second shirt at the moment because the last time I wore my shirt, I ended up getting makeup all over it. Yes, I'm going to admit it. Powdered foundation can be quite messy. So if you're in the middle of dressing, okay, I suggest you do your foundation first. That's if you're using powder. Okay. That's my advice to you. Your shirt goes on last. Alright. So here we have a natural mineral cover, radiant loose powder foundation, which is a light to medium. We have a Bondi bronze. And we have a translucent finishing powder, which goes over the top of your foundation, all right, to set the foundation in place. And since it's only very tiny and I've used this twice now, I am not sure if I still have some left. Because I think this is like 3 uses and then it's empty. But anyway, with concealer, I tend to use this all over my face. Only for the simple fact that I like to hide freckles. Okay. Even though you can't see that in the video, that I have freckles on my face. But I do. And I hate it. I know what you're going to say. It's part of beauty. That you're not the only one. Okay, I get it, I understand, but I hate it. Alright? This is why I use concealer all over my face. And then I use foundation. And then I just recently found out that I like using bronzer. So, just to top that up. And now I'm not going to use primer today. I think I might use primer in my next video. Because I'm always using primer and it's, yeah. it does get a bit too much for me. And yes, I am using a concealer brush, by the way. I know it's a concealer brush because that's exactly what it says. On a very dark brush, but anyway. Another reason why I'm using concealer all over my face is because just to give me some colour. So when I apply the foundation, it'll look like I've got some colour. I don't want to look like I have lines. Ugh. I should just use my fingers. So much easier. This is why I need one of the bigger concealer brushes. And yes, you can actually get big ones too. For those who like to do the whole face. I don't know why, I should just use a fucking part of my language. Foundation brush. Sorry, this video is definitely not for kids today. I have some videos that are kid friendly, so don't worry. And I'm actually thinking about having another YouTube video. Not YouTube video. A YouTube channel, like a second one, but make it for kids. So I have like one for kids, and then I got my original one, which is obviously not for kids. So, yeah. That's what I'm thinking about anyway. Doing a second YouTube video for kids. But unfortunately, here in Australia, you have to be 18 to watch YouTube, apparently. So that's a new law that came in. The reason behind it is to keep our kids safe from the internet, only because there are bad people out there, and it stops cyberbullying. All right. If you're in America, you're probably going to say you can't keep kids off the internet. Unfortunately, yes, in Australia, we can keep our kids off the internet. It's called safety. Okay? It is called safety. All right. I think that's all blended out. My cheekbone. Oh. I think I've blended that in. All right. Ugh. That's why I like using brushes. All right. Let's see if I can get this last lot out. Yeah. All right. I'm not game enough to use a brush. It just. So unfortunately, my concealer brush does not blend it. I'm gonna have to do it this way, aren't I? Use my fingers. Like I said, I need a bigger brush if I want to blend in concealer. Okay. So, a number of facts why I use concealer all over my face, like I said, to hide my freckles and to add color into my face. That's why. So, that's why I did it like that. I want to put that back in the bag because I gotta clean that brush. Alright, my next step is to apply the foundation. Now, this is really hard to get out because it is a powder. And that's why it's so hard to get out. You basically have to like shake it. Where in this instance, well, that was actually quite easy. Alright. Thanks, fan. My fan did that. Come on, blend in. Gotta be really careful with powder too because powder can actually get cakey. So, yes, powder can actually get quite cakey. That's why you need to be careful how you apply it. Okay, the reason why I'm not dabbing is because dabbing to me is disgusting. It doesn't blend. Um, when you dab foundation, it makes it look cakey, it makes it look thick, it makes you look like an Oompa Loompa. So, no thank you. If you want to dab, make yourself look like an Oompa Loompa, I don't care. You're going to get laughed at regardless. Why I do it, I brush my foundation on, whether it's a powder or a cream. Okay, that way it gives a nice, smooth, flawless look and doesn't look cakey, it doesn't look flaky, it doesn't make me look like an Oompa Loompa. Alright, so. And how do I know this? Well, maybe because my mum did makeup when she was in the 70s and 80s, okay? So my mum would know makeup, like how to apply makeup, way better than all of you young ones. And mum taught me when I was a kid, and since then I've been doing my own makeup. So don't tell me I'm doing it wrong because I'm not. I'm actually doing it correctly. I'm doing it nicely. Alright, so the reason why you don't dab, like I said, because it cakes on, it makes you look like an Oompa Loompa, and it looks horrible. When you brush it on, it'll smooth out the foundation. You'll get the foundation everywhere else, alright, on your skin, and that's what you want. Okay, So yes, you want to move the foundation around so you get that full coverage. And do not be afraid to get up into the hairline. Okay, yes, you're going to get foundation in your hair. Okay, it does not matter. Just get it up in that hairline. You do not want to look like you're wearing a mask. Always, always, always do your neck. Okay, I have been taught this by someone who does beauty in a chemist many years ago. They actually taught me that apply the foundation to your neck also, which will also stop you looking like an Oompa Loompa or wearing a mask. I'm using these terms because it is the best way for me to describe what I am saying to you, because, you know, young ones don't tend to listen. Because you young ones seem to know everything, but you guys don't. So, and just so you know, I'm actually in my 30s, by the way. So yes, of course, I'm going to know what I'm talking about because I'm older. And the young ones watching my YouTube channel tend to have a go at me. And it's like, why? Why have a go at me? I'm older than you. I know more than you. I know the correct way of doing things. So, but I don't think I've got any young ones on my YouTube channel anymore. At least I don't think so. Because I'm pretty sure you've got to be 18 to go on YouTube now, over here in Australia. So, thank God for that. I don't have any teens coming in to have a go at me. God, that's just 18 and over. Okay, so I've done my foundation. I'm going to be doing the finishing powder, which sets the foundation. And then after this, I'll be using the bronzer. Actually, no, I'll be doing the bronzer and the blush last, after I've done everything else, sorry. Just to avoid any messy... I'm not using translucent powder on my neck because I do not have an issue with foundation coming off my neck. It's mainly around the face. So that's why I'm using a setting powder on my face only. Because that's where I have the most trouble. Tell you what, it works too, because every time I sweated, I've not had any issue with foundation coming off. So, and dripping into my eyes. And that's the reason why I love the setting powder. It actually works so much better than the setting spray. Because we all know setting spray doesn't work well for me. So, I'm only just doing what works for me. I know certain makeup products are going to work differently for everybody, but I'm showing you what works for me in today's video, obviously. So now I've done my foundation and my setting powder, I am going to go ahead I'm going to pull out my eyebrow pen. I have used this a couple of times and it does make my eyebrows look thick, but anyway. That eyebrow just wants to stick up right there. Oh well, doesn't matter. I don't care. It's hair to me. There is actually a makeup product in the number 7, by the way. Lip oil. I have used the lip oil too already. So, alright. Now what? Eyeshadow. Alright, so it's a bit dusty. I'll be using my YSL eyeshadow. As you can see, I'm going to be needing more of it very soon. I am actually running out of these 3 pinky colors because they are very well used. They are used a lot more than the dark purple, obviously. I like the dark purple, but I tend to use the lighter colors more often. So I'm going to be needing a new palette soon. I was wanting to get one of the bigger palettes, but they're always sold out. And it's really, really frustrating. There was a eyeshadow palette that I used once before, many years ago, which I had from Sephora. It is actually part of the Tarte brand. And I found out that Tarte is actually an American branded thing for their beauty. And I absolutely loved it. I loved how vibrant the colors were. And yeah. But it's very hard to get Tarte now on Sephora, unfortunately. And the eyeshadow palette with the colors that I liked, I've not seen those colors in ages. Because Sephora's always changing up the colors. So many years ago, it was like pinks and browns. And now it's just dark colors like reds and... Like, I want to wear a freaking bloody red eyeshadow. Pardon my language. But why? Why red eyeshadow? Ew. I'm sorry. Yes, this video is going to be long. Okay, all makeup videos are long. So next I am going to do a two-toned eyeliner. You don't have to use blue and black. Okay, you can use whatever colors you have of your personal choice, whether it's silver and pink or purple and pink, purple black. You can use blue, black and black. It's pretty much what you want to do for a two-toned look for the eyeliner. I've chosen blue and black, only because my hair is blue black. Jokes. No, it's because I actually like blue and black together. So with the highlighted color, it's going to go on the inside part of your eye. Okay, that's going to be the highlighted part. Of course, I have to rub this on a few times because gel is so hard to get on. I love the gel, don't get me wrong, I love the gel because it stays on, but it's just applying it. Yeah. Ugh, I'm gonna mess with that one. And don't worry, you're gonna get stuff ups, okay? That's completely normal. Not that it matters anyway because it's gonna blend in with the black. So now the insides are done. Now I'm going to do the outer parts black. Oh my god. Try not to poke yourself in the eye. I do this a lot with my eyeliner. And trust me, poking yourself in the eye with eyeliner is the easiest thing you can do. I've applied the gel too thickly, but that's okay. We'll blend in my mascara. Alright. Get a eyeliner on. Back into my beauty bag of goodies, I am pulling out a mascara from Maybelline. Okay, I actually love this mascara. It makes me look like I actually have eyelashes. The reason why it says falsies is because it gives the impression that you're wearing false eyelashes. That's because of the fiber that's in the mascara. This actually came in with this, by the way, the beauty bag. As you can see, I've already used it a few times. That's how good it is. Oh dear. I know I should be using an eyelash comb to pick off the excess fibery bits, but you know. There you go. I don't know if you can see that, but it actually does give you the impression that you're wearing false eyelashes. Now you were saying that I haven't decorated the background of my videos for a while, so I'm actually thinking about doing that from now on with my videos, making a decorative background. Since I record on my phone and upload on my phone, and my videos aren't that big, so why not? Just, do something different. Speaking of different, I am actually going to do something different that I've not even done on my channel before. I am actually going to be doing my very first history video. I'll be taking a walk down to the Pioneer Park and I'm going to be doing a brief history on the Pioneer Park. Also, I may throw in a spirit box session. Just a quick, simple spirit box session. You may hear something come through on the spirit box or you may not. Okay, it depends if they want to interact. So if they don't want to interact, I'm not going to force it. Alright. I rather keep that respect and not force the interaction if they don't want to. So just keep that in mind, by the way. I have to do some research on how to do it properly first before I get into doing my history video. Alright, so now that I've done my eyes, I am going to be doing my bronzer and the blush. Now, you guys have probably seen these short snippets of people doing bronzers saying with the whole yes and no thing. Please ignore that, okay? That's just tragic. There is no right or wrong way to use bronzer. Because there are people out there who actually use bronzer as a blush. So it acts as an alternative to blush. Because some people like to use brown colored blushes. Okay. For me, it is the cheekbone and the forehead. And what I'm doing is, with the bronzer, I apply it to my brush, okay, and I just apply it to the cheekbone and to my forehead, and I just keep brushing and brushing and brushing until it's blended in and it doesn't look as dark, okay, because the goal is not to make it look dark. Because once again, I am not an Oompa Loompa. And for those who just slap on the bronzer, can I just say ill? Because you're applying it too dark and it just... Seriously. You want to look like you've just had mud slapped on your face, or an Oompa Loompa. I would say something else, but I don't want to. Okay? No need to go heavy-handed. There is absolutely no need to be heavy-handed. Just nice, gentle brush strokes, okay? See? And you can still tell that I'm wearing bronzer. You can tell that it's been applied nicely and not cakey, not dark, not heavy-handed. It's applied light, well blended, and it looks so much nicer. And now with our blush, yes, YSL. If you don't have YSL, then go ahead and use Dior or Chanel. You can use, okay, whatever brand you've got. I've not used any other brands except for cheap stuff and YSL. I think it's time for me to clean my brush. And yes, I am using my YSL blush brush. I don't know if you can see that. Can you see that? It does say YSL. Stupid camera. Makes everything blurry. Okay, see what I've done there? The bronzer and the blush actually have blended in. Okay? That's the goal, for the blush and the bronzer to actually blend in together. Sorry, my throat's actually kind of croaky. Dry throat. Always happens when I have a dry throat. See, once again, blend it in. Okay? That's the idea. Bronzer and blush blended in nicely together, making that nice golden look. Okay? So now that's done. I am going to go back into my makeup pouch and I'm going to pull out a lip lacquer. I don't even know what that says. It just says kind. I actually had a Kmart knockoff of this stuff a couple of years ago, which was the Zero Double X brand. So anyway. There we go. Yes. This is actually a long video. So, I did say it's going to be a long video. Could have turned this into a live stream. Could have, should have, but didn't. Oh well. Maybe my next beauty video can be a live stream. Something different for a beauty video. Live stream. Maybe. I'll think about it. There we go. Oh, for all the girls who love Pokemon. Yes, I have an Eevee necklace, which you can get at EB Games. You can get Pokemon jewelry at EB Games. For all the girls who love Pokemon. Alright, now I'm going to go ahead and put my shirt on over this. My singlet. And don't worry, I can do this in a video because I am actually wearing a singlet, as you can see. So, no need for pausing. Geez, doing this while sitting down is not easy. Alright. And there you have it. All nicely dressed. It's okay, I'll fix my shirt up later. So, apart from my rant at the beginning of this video, sorry about that. I just wanted to get that off my chest because I am so annoyed at YSL for cancelling my order and not admitting to it. But apart from that, I hope you enjoyed my chat and my makeup, watching me how to apply my own makeup. If you liked today's video, then hit the like button. Same goes with all my other videos, old and new. Okay. If you like my content, then hit the subscribe button. Notifications bells optional. Comments and questions are left down below. Please be respectful and mindful in your comments and your questions. Alright, okay. I will not tolerate bullying or inappropriate behavior in my comments. Okay. I will answer your questions either in a video or in the comment section. Alright, so don't worry. Your questions will get answered either way, if you have any. What else? You can watch my channel starting by my old videos, like my very first video, so my oldest video, and work your way up to my new videos, or you can start from my newest video, which is this one, and work down to the oldest video on my channel. You can even start watching my shorts before getting into my longer videos. I have posts and I have a couple of live streams already. You can go check those out as well. I'm not pressuring you guys into doing any of that stuff, okay? I'm just reminding you, all right? That's all I'm doing. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed my talk about makeup and see me how I apply my own makeup. Apart from my little spill at the beginning of the video, I hope you enjoyed today's video, and I'll be looking forward to doing my upcoming video for my channel, and that is my history video. So, bye.